To hell with this. Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to Macabre'Gorium Labs presents a showcase of things likely forgotten, Cartoon Network edition. Bats here with today's video and we're going to take a look at Cartoon Network Punch Time XL, the fight from handheld to console. In June of 2011, Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion was released in North America for the Nintendo 3DS. The game was developed by Papaya Studios and published by Crave Games. The gameplay was a typical fighting game with various Cartoon Network show characters battling each other. Hold on a minute, Goat. You said this was about a console game.
Come on, trust me, Bass. Just keep reading.
Alright, if you say so. When the game originally came out, it had mixed reviews, with many saying it was boring and that it was like a Super Smash Bros. Series clone. It was also noticed that there were not a lot of characters from recent Cartoon Network shows. Personally, I'm fine with the selection of characters, but I like old school Cartoon Network. Despite these reviews, on November 18th, 2011, Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion XL came out. This wouldn't necessarily be the sequel to the game, but would be the expanded version, and it would be available for home consoles on Wii, PS3, and Xbox 360. Upon release, the XL version was more widely accepted than the 3DS version, but was still considered to be boring. So now, let's look at what characters are featured in this game. Since this basically was just an expanded console port of the original game for the 3DS, they would share the same characters with a few extra additions. We start with the narrator, who was voiced by George Lowe.
Whoa, no, definitely don't remember this episode. Look out, Dexter!
Other characters from the game included Ben Tennyson, Chowder and Kimchi, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, Flapjack, Cap'n Knuckles, Number One, Mac and Blue, Dexter, Monkey, Grim, Billy and Mandy, Samurai Jack, Captain Planet, the Diabolical Father from Codename Kids Next Door, Vilgax, and Mojo Jojo. There are also bonus characters that can only be unlocked via winning points by playing story mode, and those characters are as follows: Kevin Levin, Johnny Bravo, Young Ben Tennyson, the Scotsman, Haas Delgado, the Tolinator from Kids Next Door, and Aku. Again, because the XL version was just an updated version of the 3DS version, they also shared bosses. And for these bosses, we have quite the lineup, with Ultimate Kevin, Sticky Beard, Mojo's Power Core, General Scar's Helicopter, and, finally, the Announcer's TV Remote. You may have noticed that I only mentioned off one voice actor for this game, and that's because most of the voices provided are actually just sound bites from their respective shows. As is common with these types of games, there were several locales that the players can choose from or be invited to participate in the gameplay. Some of these levels include settings from Chowder, Ben 10, Flapjack, Kids Next Door, the Powerpuff Girls, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Dexter's Laboratory, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Samurai Jack, and somehow the final level and boss both being the Announcer's Remote Control. The XL version contains 18 playable Cartoon Network characters, 21 battle arenas, and 32 levels. So with this one, there certainly is a lot to check out. Gameplay is standard 2D game style with several game modes available for players to explore. For the most part, this game plays like Super Smash Bros. With one or more characters battling it out on something of a multi-layered arena. The object is to knock the other players or other characters off the screen and secure your victory. The story mode plays out kind of the same, except for there's a slight 2D platforming section before each boss. The bosses, of course, being corrupted versions of the unlockable characters. Since the game came out so long ago, it still came with sort of a manual describing the various game modes. And let's take a look now. We start with Story Mode, described as experiencing an original crossover storyline. Using your favorite Cartoon Network characters to battle your way toward the mysterious force that is causing villains to unite and universes to collide. Story Mode also has a co-op mode.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
You've seen us here on YouTube, you watch our videos, but get ready for something you've never seen before. Behind the scenes, commentary versions of our videos, Patreon exclusive content, videos YouTube wouldn't allow us to post, bloopers and outtakes, Q&As, mentions in YouTube videos, and so much more. Just pick the tier that works for you and join the Macabre'Gorium Labs Patreon today. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, it means our Patreon is already launched, and as an added bonus, we also finally opened our Discord, available on our Patreon.
And now, back to the show.
Battle Mode contains several modes, starting with the standard fighting rounds with up to 3 other people or AI opponents in battle arenas. Battle Mode gives the players the ability to customize the times, lives, and items and characters used. PTE Mode is where you collect energy orbs with 1 minute to have the most. Drones Mode is where you fight up to 3 CPUs or friends while fighting off waves of drones. Arcade Mode, which is pretty self-explanatory, allows you to play through each of the characters' unique storyline. There's a training mode, which allows you to practice against any chosen AI. And lastly, throughout all of this, you are able to set the AI difficulty for the CPU opponents. As with other fighting games, there are normal attacks, knockout attacks, signature attacks, throws, the ability to block or shield, and jump attacks. However, in this game, you are able to have character assists by collecting assist cubes. In this game, there are a total of 24 characters you could choose from to assist. We're not going to get into or show them all here. Featured in the XL version, you can also perform synergy attacks when certain characters team up with specific assist characters. I'm pretty sure this means that the characters have to be from the same show or have met up at some point throughout their timeline. And for the last of the attacks, of course, the punch time explosions. Each character has their own special explosion attack that will provide a huge temporary advantage against their opponent. Again, like most fighting games. See Super Smash Bros. This game has several cheat codes as well that you can find online if you don't want to just play the game to unlock all of these extras. As of 2025, you can find this game online at the usual places like eBay and other vintage retailers from $40 to $80 for a used copy. And that varies depending on system. I got mine a while back and I remember having it when it first came out, but I think I traded it in for something else. Because again, it's like a lot of other games. That being said though, you just can't beat the original Cartoon Network lineup. I actually had a lot of fun with this one, and well, you could probably find some gameplay over on MGL Plays channel. But now you know what I think, I've just gotta ask. Did you ever get to experience Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion on the 3DS or XL? If so, what was your favorite part of the game? If not, what was your favorite childhood toy, snack, show, movie, or other memory? Did we forget anything or get something wrong? Maybe we left something out. Maybe you have a suggestion for your future video, or you just want to drop in and say hi. Either way, feel free to head on down to the comments section because we love hearing from you. And unfortunately with that, we've ran out of time for today's Macabre'Gorium Labs Showcase of Things Likely Forgotten Cartoon Network Edition video. I've been your host, Bats, and I hope you had a good time today as we talked about Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion XL, the fight from handheld to console. Be sure to check back next time because you never know what we have in store. And as usual, think for yourselves, be excellent to each other, and keep it creepy. Game on! Hey, thanks for checking out our video. If you enjoyed this one and would like to see more of our weird, creepy, odd, eccentric, or strange content as soon as it comes out, please feel free to click like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more. We'll see you later. Keep it creepy.